I am in Detroit and I'm walking downtown to find Rin. We're meeting up for coffee today and we're gonna do the downtown market, which I can see from here, which is really cool. So I'm excited and we're gonna get some lunch. So I took the tunnel bus over this time instead of driving so that I wouldn't have to park. And so I haven't taken the tunnel bus in a long time and it was really interesting. It's basically just like a city bus that runs from Canada to the United States, and then you have to get off and go through customs. And when I was going through, the customs officer was like, "So what are your plans?" And I'm like, "I'm just gonna go and knit with my friend." So I'm really excited to see you in, and I'm almost at the coffee shop. So it's gonna be a really fun day. We decided to take a break from our knitting and coffee to come to IKEA. So we're in the happiest place on earth, and Rin's gonna buy so much stuff.
Oh gosh, I hope not. I want to though.
I have to take the bus back home, so I can't carry anything super big, and so I'm limited, but Rin's not, so
no.
So IKEA shopping. I like the wall behind it. Give it a test run, Rin. I like the wallpaper actually. This room is so cute. Hey guys, I am at a portrait studio so that Sean and I can get some photos of some of my new stuff. So it's really cool in here. It's like a really huge space, and we did a lot of photos with this barn door. So we got 3 scarves and a sweater photographed, and it's just a really cool place. It's like right down the street from me, about 10-15 minutes. So yeah, I like those crushed velvet chairs. I'll show you actually, they're so cute. But lots of cute stuff in here. There's a piano with a chandelier, so kind of interesting. It's our first time coming here to try photos because our house is so small and it's just kind of crummy weather, so I don't know. We'll see how they turn out. I hope they go well. And if they do, then we'll probably end up coming back here to take photos in the future. Hey guys, so the classes were just announced for the Nautical knitting cruise that leaves for the Mexican Riviera December 2020. So it's the 2020 Nautical knitting cruise, and it's with Melissa Liebman, Romy Hill, and myself. And so what's going to happen is we're basically going to be going on a cruise. It's from December 5th until December 12th. And the ports of call are San Diego, Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta. And there is a bunch of information on my website under the CoCo Crochet Lee blog. It's the Nautical Knitting Cruise. And I'm really excited because the classes just got announced, and I got an email today that a bunch of you have already registered for my classes, even though I haven't announced them yet. They just went up on the website yesterday. So Melissa Liebman emailed me with the good news that a few of you have already registered for my classes, and that is so exciting for me. So I thought I would celebrate by crocheting in high speed a cruise ship ornament for myself. So that's what I'm working on here. And as we talk about it, I thought it would be really cool to tell you about the cruise classes as well. So the cruise classes, I have 5 of them. And so the first one is, it's going to be the Crocheted Lacy Rectangle Cardi, and that one is with Katie and the Squid yarn. So it's basically like a light cardigan that we can wear on the actual cruise. The next one is we're going to learn about cables. We're going to do a 3rd class about making a market bag with yarn and a hook provided by Furls Crochet. I'm also going to be doing a shawl. It's going to be knitted. So I have a mixture of different classes that are crocheting and knitting. So the first 3 that I mentioned are all crochet, and then some of them are knitted. So I have a We Are Knitters knitted shawl, and then I have an amigurumi class where you can have a choice of doing a crocheted amigurumi or a knitted amigurumi, and the yarn is going to be provided by Lion Brand Yarn. So that one's going to be really exciting too. So it's perfect for knitters and for crocheters. It doesn't matter if you are a crocheter, and I realize that the cruise is called the Knitting Cruise, but it should be called the Yarny Cruise. It's definitely for yarny people. And if you are looking for information, again, the blog link is on my website, and you can register for classes there. The other thing that is important to note is that when you are registering for the Nautical Knitting Cruise, like some of you have, it's really important that you tell the cruise organizer that you are coming because you're sent by CoCo Crochet Lee. So just make sure that when you're registering that you tell them, and that way they can record it, because they're recording it, and it's really important to have that information when you're registering. So that would be awesome. And I'm really excited. I'm so excited that you guys are coming. I can't believe that you guys have already signed up, and that you've already signed up for the classes. So in order to celebrate, like I said, I started crocheting this cruise ship amigurumi, and I thought it'd be a really great thing to hang on my Christmas tree, because this has been one of the things that I've looked forward to the most for the year 2019. Just getting this news that I'm going to be working on the Nautical Knitting Cruise, it was probably one of the best things that happened all year for me in particular. And it's basically, you know, anytime something crummy kind of happens around, you know, as life does throw curveballs at you, all I have to think about is this cruise, and I'm just so excited. So thank you so much for everybody that's already signed up. The registration is open, and the registration for the classes is also open. So you can bring a non-yarny friend with you. If you want to bring your mom or your husband or a friend that doesn't crochet or knit, that's absolutely no problem at all. And we're going to be doing all kinds of activities outside of just the classes. So I'm going to hang this little ornament on my tree and enjoy it for the year, and count down on my agenda and my calendar all of the months leading up until next December when we leave for the Nautical Knitting Cruise. I don't think I could be more excited if I tried, really. And this is so cute. Hey guys, it's time for some of our funny crafting stories that you guys have been sending in. Thank you so much for everybody that has sent in an email with their crafting stories. They've been really, really hilarious to read every week, and I know that you guys are enjoying them. So if you hear these stories and you think of one that you have of your own, please make sure that you email them to me at CoCo Crochet Lee at gmail.com, and I'll put the email on the bottom while we read the stories so that you guys can email me yours. And please don't hesitate, because I'll read them anonymously, and it's super fun to do. So I love hearing your stories, and I know that you guys have good ones. So we got a couple, one's short and one's long this week, so I'm really excited to read them. This one says, "Hey there, Whip Wednesday friends. Here is my crochet fail story. I know you've all been here. One time I was working with a scrap ball of white yarn and it rolled right off the couch into my cup of coffee sitting on the floor. Splash. Oh my god. I had to fasten off and find matching white and clean the floor. We always post on Facebook and Instagram with cups of coffee in the shot, and now I just get anxiety when I see it. Have a great night. Oh my god, that's terrible. And I do that. I post a lot with my coffee because I'm always drinking a coffee, so it just seems kind of natural to throw it in the photo with my whip or whatever. And we used to leave coffees like along the edges of the couch on the floor all the time, and now it's like almost a sin to put it on the floor and leave it there. And any kind of drink, even water, nobody leaves it on the floor anymore because it's guaranteed to get kicked over. But the fact that a yarn ball was the perfect size and shape in order to roll into the cup of coffee and make a splash sound, so it was like the size of the coffee. That's so sad and also really funny. So thank you for sending to me that story again, and if you have another one like it, please send them in because these are so good. So this is the longer one, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear this one because it is so good. So this one says, "Hi Lee, thank you so much for sharing these funny stories. I really love hearing them and watching your videos on Whip Wednesday. Thank you so much. Mine is not a crochet story, but rather a knitting disaster. I have a neighbor and we've lived next door to each other for a very long time. We usually exchange a small Christmas present each year with a card, and last year I decided to knit her a hat. A few days after I gave it to her, she came by and said that she left it on the bus, and would it be possible to make her another one? I said, sure, no problem, and was so glad that she liked it." I don't know if I might be like, oh, I'm really sorry, I don't have time, but I guess if it's your neighbor and, you know, I don't know. So I take a day or two to make her a new hat, bring it over, and she's delighted. I gave myself a pat on the back for doing a nice thing for my neighbor and went on my merry way. Well, about a week later, guess who's back? This time she says that she accidentally washed it and it had shrunk terribly. And could I please make her one more? I feel like I know where this is going. I was beginning to get suspicious / annoyed, understandably so, definitely. But wanting to be a good person, I started whipping up another hat. Next thing I know, as I'm browsing Facebook, I came across a post of a woman selling hats. That's actually not where I thought this was going. Oh my god. I look closer and see that the hats look familiar. They were my hats. The hats I had been making for this woman. I couldn't believe it. I didn't message her or ever bring her the other hats, so her post must have dried up really fast. And now I just avoid her at all costs outside the house. It's like spy level now. I will wait for darkness before leaving. I will make sure she's nowhere to be seen before getting my garbage pails back from the curb. I probably should have said something, but that's just not my style. Can you believe some people? It makes me laugh now, and so far she hasn't brought me a Christmas present this year. So I think our neighbor friendship is clearly over. Merry Christmas." That is completely wild, and it's just it's kind of like the audacity of seeing something that you made getting turned around and sold. But not only that she was going to do it one time, she wanted to do it multiple times. That's absolutely insane because, like, apparently she thought that you would never notice, right? It's just crazy. And I don't know if I would have been able to not say something. I probably would have said something. So I don't know, maybe you're a nicer person, but to forever live next door to the person and just like never I actually, you know what though, I hate confrontation, so maybe you're on the right track there and just never speak to them again / never leave your house when they're home. That sounds terrible, but I wonder if she's like doing it with other people too, because I mean, if you're gonna do that one time, maybe you would do it again. Whoa. So Thank you so much, you guys, for sending me those stories. They were awesome, and I know that you guys have more, so please email them to me at cococrochetbylee@gmail.com, and we'll read a few more next week. And I am really excited to have Christmas is on a Wednesday, so that means that there won't be a Whip Wednesday next week for Christmas, but we'll come back after the holiday and do Whip Wednesday again, so that's lots of time. Maybe you guys will have some crochet fail stories to share like through the holidays, maybe some crochet gifts that went wrong. I would love to hear those. That would actually be such a great theme for after the holidays. So keep an eye out. If you made some handmade goods this holiday season, I want to know if they went really badly. I want to know. I hope they don't go very badly. But the kind of like joker in me that really loves funny stories and likes to laugh, I feel like we're all gonna have some of those stories. So maybe I'll share one of mine next week, and I'll pay attention to what happens and see if there's anything good. I didn't really make anybody anything this year though, so I feel like I'm already out. I need a good story. I'll have to think about it, but I can't wait to hear yours. So keep an eye out for the holidays. We'll read some funny stories, and I will catch up with you guys after Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys. Have a wonderful time with your family, and I hope you get all the yarn that you ever wanted from Santa. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for this vlog from CoCo Crochet Lee. Be sure to check me out on Instagram to see all of the amazing pictures and projects that I am working on a daily basis. And be sure to ask any questions if you have any for next week's vlog. I'll bring them up every single week. And I'd love for you guys to subscribe and to share this around. Sprinkle it a little bit everywhere if you can. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.